New setup, because I moved, the boxes will go away shortly. We're talking about Revolver, the seventh Beatles album from 1966. There was a double A-side single issued of Eleanor Rigby and Yellow Submarine. Those are the most well-known tracks off the record. This is the first album in the Beatles' kind of psychedelic era. John and George had started using LSD in the time period, and the album's avant-garde kind of aspects do reflect that. Can I be honest and say, though, that I don't know if I will ever be a Beatles super fan. The album was good, but like past Beatles releases I've listened to, not much of it really hits me on a deeper level. And I don't know if that will ever change, but Eleanor Rigby is deserving of its spot as a hit. We'll talk about the album now for a bit. Eleanor Rigby has a string quartet arrangement and talks about loneliness in the lyrics. It's a great song. I'm sure most of you know it. Here, There, and Everywhere is a romantic ballad about kind of staying in the moment, living consciously in a relationship, and it's very Beach Boys inspired. The song was inspired by Paul McCartney's girlfriend at the time, actress Jane Asher. She Said is an acid trip of a song, literally. It was written on an LSD trip, and it's where the Beatles' psych influences kind of come into play. That's when the influences come into play in a good way, in my opinion. On a bad side, though, there were two songs I didn't like that much. Dr. Robert and Tomorrow Never Knows. Tomorrow Never Knows is the closing track. It's the most avant-garde track on the record, and it's way out there, and I did not really think that it works. This song was just kind of bad to me. Eleanor Rigby and Here, There, and Everywhere will make the playlist score. It's gonna get an 8. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed it more than Let It Be, which I reviewed back in March. But I don't think the Beatles and their music will ever call to me on a deeper level, even when some of their solo stuff does. I'm a much bigger fan of Paul's solo work than I am of the Beatles.